right, we are ready to get started. Hello and welcome everyone to our Women's Federation for World Peace USA National HerStory Awards ceremony. I am so excited to see you all here with us today. We are honoring some very special, wonderful ladies, and aloha. Yes, thank you. Aloha, hello, wherever you're from. Thank you so much for being here. And we're very excited to share the wonderful her stories that we have today. And this is a monthly series, so if you're here for the first time, we hope that you will join us again. We're having this every month for the special 30th anniversary of the Women's Federation for World Peace. So once again, thank you for joining, and I would like to introduce our National Vice President for Women's Federation USA, Ms. Katarina Connery, who will be introducing the Global Women's Peace Network and the HerStory Award. Katarina, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Welcome, everyone. Thank you, Natasha. She's our Global Women's Peace Network representative for the Southeast. We're so glad to have all of you here. Unfortunately, our President Angelica Selly, she couldn't be here with us. She's battling COVID right now, but she sends her warm wishes, her greetings, her love, and her support, and also especially her congratulations to all of the amazing awardees that we're honoring today. All of you really deserve these honors and more for the amazing things you've done throughout your life up until this point. We know there's going to be more, right? Usually our president, she introduces the Global Women's Peace Network and the meaning, the deep heart behind this HerStory Award. So since she couldn't be here, yes, let's pray for her quick healing and recovery. Since she couldn't be with us virtually today, we just have a video prepared of her introducing the HerStory Award and the kind of history and the heart behind it. So I'm going to just share that with all of you to give you a little bit of depth about what this HerStory is all about. Just 1 second, make sure I got it correct.
Welcome everyone to our wonderful HerStory Awards ceremony. Congratulations to all awardees for your present today, and thank you for coming. Just a brief comment. As we live in most perilous times and transitional times of humanity, and each of us are going through so many challenges, I believe that this HerStory Awards ceremony program will be a catalyst for new vision and hope. Why? Because we will be hearing these stories behind the story. And so I hope also that the Women's Federation, I believe in fact, the Women's Federation has been birthed for such a time as this. And that's why I'm very happy to introduce you a little bit the heart behind the Women's Federation and the founders, so we see the context. And I'm going to share my screen with you as we speak. I hope you can see this. Sorry, I'm going to put full screen from the beginning. Here we go. You can see that? Yes? All right. So Women's Federation for World Peace has truly left a track record of how, I would say an authentic track record of how peace can become a reality if we can practice the philosophy behind this organization, which is living by the logic of love and living for the sake of others. So this year, we have actually a milestone year because we celebrate the 30th anniversary of Women's Federation, the 10th anniversary of the Global Women Peace Network, and the 25th anniversary of our NGO and general consultative status. All of that is based on the founding father and mother, I call them, Father and Mother Moon. They announced the arrival of the era of women already in 1992. That is 30 years ago. And they felt the time has to come when women will take a leading role in not pushing and pulling, but in showing and telling how we can move out of this quagmire of pain and suffering into a new world. And so here is our status in 97, accomplished through many sacrifices on behalf of women leaders and Japanese women who were sent out to many parts of the world to serve And here is our founder, Dr. Hak Jahan Moon, who is our example and inspiration. And she has really pioneered herself the way, I would say, from hell to heaven, from overcoming unbelievable obstacles that we cannot even describe in one word. Please read her book, her memoir, so you can hear her heart. But she says, and her husband always said, please follow the path of a true mother, meaning God-centered, righteous, God-fearing mother, the path of a true wife and a true daughter and a true sister, a true woman leader. We need true leaders, right, ladies? We're tired of being tired of what's going on in leadership, and we need a new paradigm of leadership. And women have to lead the way in that and build a unified world where truly freedom and peace can overflow and happiness. These are our esteemed leaders, our president, international president, Dr. Julia Moon. She's the daughter-in-law of Mother Moon, and Dr. Sanjay Moon is her daughter, vice president, senior vice president, powerful women leaders. Here are briefly our chapters around the United States. You can see that on wfwp.us, so I don't have to talk about that more. And then our founding purpose is the global family. Yes, global family, but we have one common denominator, that is our God. You know, we are spiritual, we're not religious, but yes, we are spiritual and we are social. And we want to root into a culture of the heart coming from within, so we can create a new lifestyle for all of us that is conducive for peace, right? That brings the feminine aspect of the divine feminine that has been there from the beginning of time that we didn't even know about. So Mother Moon is introducing the divine femininity that we have not seen before. So in 2012, this is the Global Women Peace Network inaugurational event. I was sitting right here, if you can see, with a different hair color. But anyway, we came together to launch this, co-launch this, where Father and Mother Moon said it's time that Women's Federation at the 20th anniversary here go to the next level and work with government officials and international leadership to bring about peace, to collaborate beyond differences, beyond doctrines, beyond race, religion, and color. And so they said it's time to collaborate in harmony. I call it the network of the heart, if you will. That's what I'd like to see. And so again, here we have it was launched actually in all regions of the world within 2 years. Every region had a launch in their country, in their region, to bring the vision. And these are the 3 areas of focus: women's leadership. Of course, we're talking about women's leadership of the heart, of a feminine type of leadership, of a leadership God-centered and universal in terms of we are inviting all women, I would say from, I don't know, from birth. I don't know. They cannot join from birth. Sorry, 18. I would say 18 to 100. Okay, you're invited. And so family, of course, is one of our key cornerstones. We have a curriculum called Cornerstone for Peace, because we believe when the family is harmony between husband and wife, parents and children, siblings, and there is harmony, it is the model for the society. Would you not agree? So this is what we're highlighting very strongly in our curricula, in all of our work that we're doing. And of course, when the family is in order, then of course the environment can be taken care of in a whole new way. What we have right now is the earth is rebelling against the self-centeredness and the misuse and abuse of nature. So there has to be some major overhaul, done in order to save our planet and to save ourselves, because if the planet is destroyed, we cannot live. So then we also launched a Global Women Peace Network regionally in 5 areas of America: North, South, East, and West. And at that time, here's Dr. Susan Taffer, by the way, that was Los Angeles. And it was the mayor of southern Los Angeles. She signed the Global Women Peace Network Declaration. We also created the HerStory, the Global Friends feature. People can join if they agree with the tenets and become global partners with us. So you can see these are really global women right here. All the speakers in our events were truly extraordinary, in spirituality and professionalism. And so we invite you also, those who are leading an organization, to look this up on the website, www.us/globalfriends. There's a nice video for you to look at. And so we also introduced, we had the Story Awards given. The Her Story Award started actually in 2011. We've given it at every assembly, annual assembly, and also the regional launches. And this year, 2022, we elevated it to the national level.
Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you, President Selly, for sharing that with all of us. And so now today, you know, as she said, we elevated it to the national level. We've been doing these almost every month. Once we had to skip because of schedules. But today we are here and welcoming, celebrating, honoring some amazing women for the Her Story Awards, and to hear also, we don't want to just honor the external accomplishments. We want to hear their story. You know, what did it take to get to where they are? You know, to honor these lives of living for the sake of others, living by the logic of love. So we have today, we are honoring these amazing women. You're going to hear their stories in just a moment. So let's give them a round of applause if you can in the chat. You can also write it, you know, congratulations to these 4 amazing women. And yeah, really the heart behind the Her Story Award is, we've heard a lot of his story, right? His story. Now it's really time to hear her story so that we can educate, inspire, and uplift a new generation of young women leaders. We need our role models. So without further ado, let us hear from them. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Vice President Katarina. Yeah, thank you also to President Selly for the recorded introduction. Gave a great overview of what GWPN is all about and what today's award is about as well. We're so honored and, as Katarina said, feel inspired by the women that we're going to be presenting today. As a young woman myself, I feel like they can be role models for me, and I'm so honored to be here with you all today. So the first person that we're going to be presenting the award to is Ms. Cassandra Tyndall, the visionary founder and executive producer of Women's Straight Talk Television, including editor-in-chief of Women's Straight Talk magazine, a publication that focuses on real stories that matter to enlighten, empower, and raise the social consciousness and awareness of a global society. Also, as a co-author, writer, and professional life coach, Ms. Cassandra brings a unique element of content to her readers and women audience with articles that focus on views, opinions, and ideas from a woman's perspective of life's amazing journey, and through the exciting discoveries on a variety of health, business, and lifestyle topics. Whether it's chronic, cosmetic, or just plain confusing, articles are tempered with wisdom, humility, and inspiring information that's seen through the colorful spectrum of life in her writing and the stories she brings to Women's Straight Talk multimedia platforms. She's also a contributing author to the inspiring book Chaos to Clarity, Sacred Stories of Transformational Change. Wow, what an incredible woman she is. And indeed, it was President Selly herself who nominated Ms. Cassandra. And normally the nominator would be giving a short note at this time, but because of President Selly's illness, I'm going to be just mentioning a couple of things here. President Selly says that Ms. Cassandra has gone through many personal trials and came out victorious and greatly impressed her. And she is also highly recommending her because she resonates with Women's Federation for World Peace vision and mission wholeheartedly. And she has read our co-founder Mother Moon's Mother of Peace biography from cover to cover. So that is very impressive, and we are so excited to present the award to her. So I believe Ms. Katarina will present the awards. please go ahead.
Yes, so Ms. Cassandra Tyndall, I will present this award to you virtually. Let us pull it up on the screen. So Women's Federation for World Peace USA hereby recognizes Cassandra Tyndall on this day, August 6th, 2022. We honor your commitment to uplifting and empowering women through the media and providing a platform for women's unique voices. Based on your journey of overcoming unimaginable challenges, we applaud your service to the community filled with love and compassion. So we give this award to you. And with that, please tell us your story. The floor is yours.
Yes, well, I just want to start out by saying thank you so much for allowing me to lend my voice to this amazing platform. I am, again, the founder and visionary founder of Women's Straight Talk, allowing women to have a voice in society and to present some amazing things to the world. So thank you again for this opportunity to lend my voice and to this platform, and I'm honored to receive this award. First of all, I believe that peace starts with love, and it has always been my belief that one's purpose in life, no matter what profession, background, culture, religion, is to bring light, love, and meaning to humanity. I believe that love is one of the deepest emotions that we all embody. It has the ability to transcend our world, to create new life, and to move our hearts to appreciate the beauty that surrounds us. I remember when I first held my newborn baby in my arms and when she looked at me and smiled for the first time. A feeling of love and joy sparked my light and light in my heart and soul that gave me joy in such a powerful way that only I can describe in words that would express that it was nothing short of a miracle. It was the gift of love and of joy. Yes, I do believe in miracles since they're happening around us all the time. Life itself is a miracle. So when you plant a seed, it produces a miracle. It springs to life and blossoms. And from a scientific point of view and biological point of view, every cell in our body emits that same kind of light force energy. It creates life, regenerates, and creates more life miracles. So when I learned of Mother Moon's story, her God-given birthright and purpose as Mother of Peace, I could clearly see the miraculous life and journey that God ordained to bring about love and peace to this modern day society and in humanity as a whole through the life, purpose, and work of this incredible woman and Mother of Peace. As we witness the miracles throughout her life's journey, also, when I was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2008, although I was always a woman of faith, it wasn't until that moment, to that very moment, when I began to take my faith to a whole new level of trust. I witnessed my own miracle firsthand when God healed me. I heard him say, I want you to trust me. And I did just that, because you know, when you know, if you know, when you know, and how you know, you're unshakable when you know that you know that you know. So it's been a glorious light for me, and witnessing the power, just the power of healing, the power of God, and the power of miracles. It's all been just very enlightening and such a powerful thing to witness in my life. And I believe that women are the true instruments in achieving the order and the love of family and peace in the world. So my prayer is that we as women continue to carry the mantle and to allow our voices to be heard, to take actionable steps to achieving God's will and his original purpose for our lives. Again, I want to thank you for the opportunity and for this amazing, amazing award. Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Ms. Cassandra Tyndall, for sharing your story with us. I know this was just a few minutes of an incredibly wonderful story, and we're so honored to have you here, and congratulations again. I'm personally moved by the faith that you showed and how you kept going and how you're using your platform for women's voices. I think that's really beautiful. Thank you. Our next awardee is Grandmother Percy Ami, an ambassador for grandmother educators, author, and speaker. She is a member of the Hopi Tewa tribe from the village of Walpi, Arizona. She's an ambassador for grandmothers who are educators, wisdom gatherers and sharers, guides, messengers, and earth protectors. She has traveled internationally and nationally to visit with and learn from people of different nations and religions. She also assists individuals to heal broken spirits and minds by sharing her life's journey, her traditional beliefs, and her stories. Active in her community, she works with MMIW Awareness, No Fracking Arizona, Arizona Legislative Day, domestic violence, and partnerships with Native Americans. She also continues to teach her classes on self-care and self-awareness, lateral violence in Native communities, Gona, I Am Sacred, and her Pathway classes. She has been a feature speaker for the Intertribal Council, Native Women Conference, and the National Lactation Conference. Grandmother Percy, this incredible lady, was nominated by Dr. Linda Nishikawa. So I would like to invite up Dr. Nishikawa to offer a personal note as the nominator. Unmute yourself, Dr. Nishikawa.
I'm sorry. Diawachianke Wopala Nyankaji Wikawampawin. I wanted to greet you in my language. I am the president for Sacred First Nations for Peace, and it is my great honor to present to you Grandma. This word Grandma is so precious to me because of my grandmother. And I'm so grateful that I found Grandma Percy, because she is an amazing person, especially intertribally as an elder. She comes with wisdom of thousands of years of the Hopi Nation, and she gives that so beautifully, joyfully, and abundantly. You know, one of the greatest things about my grandma is her incredible love and her standard of giving in her own family. And I wanted to encourage, I'm going to put this on the chat. It takes a child to raise a mother, and it's an easy read. Once you start, you can't finish. I finished it like in an hour. I was like, wow, this is amazing. It's amazing, and I'm not gonna ruin it for you. You have to read it. As a woman, as a mother, as a grandmother, I feel you have to read it. Mm-hmm. And look, the essence of this book is a poem that I'm going to share with you from her daughter to her. Her daughter, Stephanie Dawn Ami, dedicated to my mom, Percy Ami. And through this poem, you could see the beauty, the closeness, the eternal bond of daughter and mother. Mm-hmm. And as a leader, I think all women are leaders. And one of the greatest leaders is a woman who can raise a daughter and a grandchild and a wife. She's been a wife, married for 44 plus years. And so she is an amazing person, and I'm so grateful that she's receiving this award. So I will begin this poem, a very short poem from her daughter, Stephanie Dawn Ami. dedicated to my mother, Percy Ami, entitled, Have You? Question mark. Have you ever known a woman ever so dear? A woman that can soothe you with the sound of her voice. A woman that doesn't tell you what to do, but allows you to make a choice. A woman that truly listens with her heart. A woman who welcomes all and doesn't set anyone apart. Have you ever known a woman ever so wise? A woman whose smile brings joy to all that are near. A woman who can ease the pain and take away the fear. A woman whose hugs are filled with warmth and love. A woman who accepts you for who you are and does not judge. Have you ever known a woman so sincere? A woman whose words can make your mind run 1,000,000 times fast. A woman that makes it easy to transition to the future while leaving the past. A woman that cries when she feels happy or when she feels sad. A woman that makes people smile and laugh even when they are mad. Have you ever known a woman that all want to know? A woman that is delight to be around day or night. A woman who only wants the best for you and wants you to do right. A woman who is proud of who she is and shares her wisdom with all. A woman who is filled with pride and uses her confidence to stand tall. Thank you. Thank you for letting me nominate Percy. I'm so grateful for my grandma who's going to be receiving the award today.
Thank you for that beautiful note, Dr. Nishikawa, and the poem was very moving. And this makes me so excited to hear her grandmother Percy's story. So we'd like to welcome back Ms. Katarina to present her the award.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Nishikawa. Thank you so much, Natasha. Oh, that poem was beautiful. Let us bring up Grandmother Percy to receive this award, and I'll read the inscription. This is from Women's Federation for World Peace USA. Hereby recognizes Grandmother Percy Ami on this day, August 6th, 2022. We honor your exemplary work of serving, healing, educating, and uplifting others in the Native American community and many others throughout the world, based on your journey of overcoming unimaginable challenges. We applaud your service to your community filled with love and compassion. So with that, we honor you, we congratulate you, and the floor is yours. Please share your story.
Wow. Thank you so much for this award, and much gratitude to everybody that is associated with this work. It is very, very much needed. It is very, very much in my heart. And thank you, Dr. Linda, for reading that poem. The story that goes with that poem is about my daughter, Stephanie Dawn Ami, who unfortunately passed away over 12 years ago. But before she went on her heavenly journey, she left this poem with me. And it is my purpose. I felt like this were her instructions to me before she took on her eternal life. And so my job is to always remember her words and to always make sure that I live with what she saw in me, but more so what I saw in her. And so I thank you so much for sharing that and being a part of my story. My story is about creating memories. that our life is filled with memories. And we have memories that are stored that we get through our bloodline or that we get through our own experiences. And through my bloodline of experiences that allowed me to, first of all, raise a daughter that was so incredible, so incredibly wise, so incredibly mature, but also to have the work that I do with the people that I get the opportunity to associate with. My bloodline is from the Hopi people. My bloodline is from the Native people. My bloodline shares memories of being the people that the government wanted to eliminate, the people that were not recognized as being the first people of this land. So there were many efforts made to destroy Native American people. And when that didn't work, then the next mission of the government or those powers beyond us was to fragment the people. So in my memory, I hold those fragmentations through my parents, through my grandparents, but also through my creation of my own memories. The boarding school years, the time when it was not popular to be Native, the saying was, the only good Indian is a dead Indian, or drunken Indians, or not even being recognized as citizens of the United States, and the wars that our people had to fight in, even though they were not recognized as citizens. So those are memories that are stored within me. And there are other memories that I carry that have built me into the person that I am. But one of the teachings that I have heard as I have traveled around the world is the teachings that says, when the grandmothers speak, then the world will begin to heal. And so that is my purpose in life, is to speak so that I can bring forward healing for people that are dealing not with just their bloodline memories, but the memories that are being created at this moment of time. And sometimes we take on the memories of others. We listen to the voices of other people that want to influence and impact us, that are not our memories and that are not meant for us, that create so much dysfunction and unbalance in our world. So for me, I knew I was born into a bloodline, the bloodline of being Hopi. And Hopi translate to people of peace. That is who we are. That is our purpose, is to be people of peace. And I have always known that. In our language, we are expected to be Hopi. And we do have protocol, we do have ceremony, we do have beliefs, we do have practices that keep us centered, but we have diverted from that. So my job is to live into what my people have created for me, as being a person that builds peace. And in our language, when we are children and we misbehave, we are told, Umpaskahupi. And literally translated, that means you are not Hopi. So we are told that when we behave in a manner that is not Hopi, we're Kahupi. So there are expectations to us being Hopi. And that's in total alignment with what this award represents and how I create that through the work that I do. I get the opportunity to help people recognize the truth about who they are. My job is not out so much in public. I work with people that are dealing with pain, that are dealing with addictions, that are dealing with recovery, that are dealing with suicide, that are dealing with the burdens of a society that has been lost, and helping them to recognize their own truth. And knowing that we have to not listen to what other people are telling us about ourselves, but to listen to our own internal truth. And when we can do that, that's when we can create peace. Because that's where peace starts. It's peace in your heart, peace in your mind, peace in your soul, and then peace in your actions. And so my work is what I grew into. I wasn't always at this point in my life. And the tragic things that have happened to me were meant to give me a memory of things that I can help other people relate to, and how they can get past, so that they can create a life of joy and laughter and be at peace. Mm-hmm. And to me, being Hopi is what I rely on the strongest. But more so, I have a purpose in life. And for those of you that know me, you know what my purpose is. My purpose in life is to die laughing. And that's what I literally mean. The last breath I want to take is to laugh, to go out of this world in pure joy and laughter. So I have to practice that. If I get angry or upset with something that's happening in the world and I die at that moment, oh my God, I haven't achieved my goal. So I have to make sure that I surround myself with laughter and joy, because I believe that there are only two medicines in this world that we need. And one is clear, healthy water and laughter. And so that is what I do to promote peace. And that I'm so honored to receive this award and to recognize my efforts, that I don't have an organization. I don't have people that promote me or support me. I do this work because I'm Hopi, and I have an agreement with the Creator that I will go where I am called. But the Creator will take care of all my needs. And that's all I need to create peace. Thank you so much for this amazing award, for this amazing organization, and for the amazing people that it attracts. Esquali Kuna'a. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Grandmother Percy. You're truly a woman of peace, a grandmother of peace. It was very moving to hear your story and the story of the Hopi people. I feel there were many pearls of wisdom for us to take along, such as to have the goal of dying with laughter and to really live a peaceful life. Thank you so much for your wonderful wisdom and sharing with us today. And congratulations again for your award. The third lady that we would like to honor today is Dr. Imani Maat, the co-founder and owner of Sankofu Institute for Wellness and Progressively Yours podcast, as well as the CEO of Healthy Haiku Productions. Dr. Imani is a health and wellness advocate, author, and speaker with 22 years of experience at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, where she worked in HIV/AIDS and health disparities. And she spent another 5 years as manager of educational services for the DeKalb County Sheriff. Her Healthy Haiku workshops blend her love for public health and poetry. And we would now like to hear a personal note from Dr. Uwa Osimiri, a previous recipient of the HerStory Award, who also nominated Dr. Imani for this award today. So, Dr. Osimiri, the floor is yours.
Ndewo. Ndewo is an Igbo Nigerian word That means long life to all of you, and that is what I hope and pray for everybody gathered here today. Congratulations to all the honorees, and certainly much congratulations to this wonderful organization for the work that it's doing. It is indeed my delight to present a personal note regarding Dr. Imani Ma'at. I believe that there are three kinds of women: those who make things happen, those who watch things happen, and then of course there are those who ask what the heck happened. Dr. Imani falls under the banner of those who make things happen. I had the wonderful opportunity to meet her at an event in Atlanta, Georgia, and we became very good friends since then, to the extent that we even started a business together, the Maroon Peak Retreat and Event Center in Stone Mountain, Georgia, amongst other things that we do. Although we have moved on to different interests, we still have remained good friends. What I find distinctive about Dr. Imani, beyond her academic achievements, and God knows she's got a lot of those, is that she has compassion. The word is compassion, and she shows the ability to see error without the need to condemn. She is open and understanding, such as the work that she did with the prison systems, of which she invited me to participate. She can offer truth and love. I love her sense of cooperation, the working of one accord with balance, harmony, and mutual recognition of other people that she has to work with. Her thoughtfulness and kindness shows in everything that she does. Her encouraging words have been a source of inspiration to me. She's so full of inspiration. When you call her, she always has the right thing to say to make you feel like you're about ready to try again. These are just some of the humble reasons why I chose to nominate Dr. Imani Ma'at for this outstanding award. Often it isn't what you have done that makes you attract people to you. It is not what you have achieved that makes people appreciate you. Sometimes it's just the way you conduct yourself in an honorable and dignified manner in your relationship with the world. And that is why people identify you as someone richly deserving to be recognized. And that is why it is such a pleasure to nominate you for this award. Congratulations, Dr. Imani.
Wow, thank you so much for that glowing recommendation, Dr. Osiniri. We cannot wait to hear Dr. Imani's story. First, I would like to welcome back Mrs. Katarina to present the award to her.
Okay, so let us present this award to this amazing woman, a woman of peace. So this is from Women's Federation for World Peace, USA. We hereby recognize Dr. Imani Ma'at on this day, August 6, 2022. We honor your exemplary work to creatively promote holistic healing and helping many to thrive and find healing, holistic health and find healing, based on your journey of overcoming unimaginable challenges. We applaud your service to your community filled with love and compassion. So with that, we honor you, we congratulate you, we thank you for everything you've done and more, and the floor is yours. Please share your story.
Ooh, good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to send healing prayers to President Selly for a speedy recovery. And I'd like to graciously and humbly accept this momentous HerStory Award by the Women's Federation for World Peace. I'd also like to publicly thank my good friend, Dr. Ua Onyoha Osimiri, in nominating me for this prestigious award. It's truly an honor. I encourage everyone to become a member of this organization, as they are truly offering amazing programs of education, hope, and care to families, children, and communities in the US and throughout the world. I'm grateful to Dr. Moon and her husband. She is affectionately and respectfully called the Mother of Peace, for having the vision to create an organization dedicated to world peace during a time when it is so badly needed. I like the name of former First Lady Michelle Obama's book entitled Becoming. We are always growing and recreating ourselves. At least I believe life is better, richer, and more exciting when we're doing so. Mine is not a rags to riches story. The ancestors have done that and have opened great paths for me, and I'm truly appreciative.
I grew up in New Rochelle, New York, a middle-class suburb of New York City, to two wonderful parents. My mother was an immigrant from Jamaica, and my dad's mother was also an immigrant from Jamaica, and his dad was from the great state of Kentucky. My parents poured everything into their 5 children and made growing up easy and comfortable. I'm so grateful that I chose the parents that I did. I truly miss my dad, who made his transition this past February. I was blessed to be accepted and receive degrees from some of the top schools in this country: Mount Holyoke, a wonderful women's college in Massachusetts, MIT, Harvard, and Columbia University. Had an illustrious career as a health scientist at the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, for 22 years, and taught at Morehouse School of Medicine in the Master of Public Health program. I co-founded a teen theater program, Yes for Health, to empower youth, created an educational poetry workshop called Healthy Haiku Productions, serve on a board of a nonprofit organization also dedicated to youth called Results Kids Club, and recently co-launched a new podcast and the Sankofa Institute for Wellness with my dear friend, Bernard Kind Sr. Together, our goal is to facilitate community wellness at all levels. In the brief time that I have left, I'd like to describe several challenges that I have encountered and a little bit about how I overcame them. The first challenge, I think, was just believing in myself. My mom taught me I could do anything I wanted, and if someone did it, I could also, and I took her seriously. As such, I looked for leadership roles from a very young age. I became captain of the track team in high school, captain of the cheerleaders, first clarinet in the band and orchestra. I learned to love running things. The second was pushing past fear. Some things seem so scary. I learned to do them anyway. We all know the acronym, fear equals false evidence appearing real. I always wanted to be a talk show host. I'm now on my 3rd show. This one I co-host is entitled Progressively Yours Health and Wellness Podcast. Even though I still get a little nervous, I love it and so enjoy sharing powerful people and programs with the world. We stream live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Marianne Williamson, one of my favorites, in her poem, Our Deepest Fear, says, "Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Bottom line, our playing small does not serve the world." And the third thing was basically discovering who I am, my unique talents, interests, and abilities. I hated when people asked, "So what do you want to be when you grow up?" I figured I was going to be a lot of things. I refused and still do refuse to be pigeonholed. My last job as a director of education programs for the DeKalb County Sheriff's Office in Georgia truly exemplified what it means for me to do me. I taught and evolved my Healthy Haiku workshops for an audience of local detainees who I never judged. We have all made mistakes, and many among the incarcerated have been abused and neglected so badly as children that their path of delinquency was almost predestined. Through poetry and prose, meditation, lessons of self-love and forgiveness, my job was to teach them that they were not defined by their orange outfits or their transgressions, and to remind them that we're all here on purpose to fulfill something great in this world. We all have distractions in this lifetime. Yours could be your 9 to 5, or a hobby that's taking too much of your time but going nowhere, or following out someone else's dream. They say it's easy to get pulled into someone else's dream if you haven't yet had the courage to implement your own. Get past the distractions and get back on track. I want to close with a poem written by one of my former female detainee students about the light. It is featured in my soon-to-be released book entitled Educating the Incarcerated, Facilitating Opportunities for Growth and Understanding. The light. I've been searching for the light, but there's too much smoke in between. I've been searching for the light. It seems so far-fetched, maybe too extreme. I'm searching for the light, which seems beyond my fingertips. Still searching for the light. I still can't seem to see. Searching for the light, which has always been within me.
Mhm.
Thank you so much for this beautiful honor. Namaste. It is truly for the ancestors. Thank you.
Namaste, and thank you so much, Dr. Imani, for this very moving, beautiful her story that you shared with us today. Congratulations again, and thank you for the amazing work that you're doing. I love the poem that you shared at the end, and I'm very inspired and excited to read your book when it comes out.
Thank you so
And
much.
thank you.
You're
And with
welcome.
that, I would like to introduce our fourth and final, last but not least, nominee for today, Miss Justine Jane Manabat. She is on the Health Services Pathway Advisory Council as Vice Chair in the Kapolei High School, and in the health career as an academy educator. Ms. Manabat is a dedicated health services teacher who focuses on student-centered learning that aligns with the National Career Academy Coalition and its national standards of practice that provides guidance to help students attain their highest potential. She closely collaborates with community leaders, school-wide and district educators, specifically from the Health State Department and Businesses for Students, mock interviews and job interviews. She is part of the Health Academy School Leadership Committee, and she has been nominated by her friend and colleague, Miss Glendale Lamello. If Miss Lamello could introduce her nominee. Thank you. Welcome, Miss Lamello.
Aloha, everyone. It is an honor and privilege to nominate my co-teacher, Miss Justine Manabat of Kapolei High School on a beautiful island of Hawaii, Oahu. Because we work in the same building, I witnessed that she embodies shared humanitarian values and initiate community projects that align with Women's Federation for World Peace HerStory Award criteria. I am inspired by her commitment and dedication at work. Our co-teachers, Ms. Nicole and Ms. Pam. Hi, Ms. Nicole and Ms. Pam. They're here today, including our ever-supportive school administrators, vice principals, Ms. Leslie, Ms. Dolem, and Ms. Moani. Thank you for the support. Also, our family fed in Oahu. We support and applaud her leadership in our Health Academy as she continuously strives to bring stakeholders into learning environment. She brings credible and prominent healthcare professionals from the field to help facilitate work-based learning opportunities, fostering our students' learning. Fostering our students to have authentic learning experiences that develops important virtues such as self-sufficiency, empathy, and confidence. So we prepare our high school students for college and career readiness. Truly, Ms. Justine Manabat, my friend and colleague, is an agent of change and epitome of an exemplary educator. Congrats, Justine. So proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for this glowing recommendation. And we would now like to invite back Ms. Katarina to present the award.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. Let us find Ms. Manabat. Where are you? There you are. All right. Okay, so let us present this award to another amazing woman leader making a big difference in our community and beyond. This is from Women's Federation for World Peace USA, hereby recognizes Justine Jane Manabat on this day, August 6th, 2022. We honor your exemplary work to educate and uplift young people and empowering them to reach their greatest potential based on your journey of overcoming unimaginable challenges. We applaud your service to the community filled with love and compassion. And again, with that, we honor you, we congratulate you, we thank you. You know, the youth are the future, so we're so grateful for you to be there for them and as a role model. And please, the floor is yours. Share your story.
Hi, everyone. Thank you all for being here and taking the time to celebrate these amazing, powerful women. Seriously. We hope to strive to be like you one day. So give us some time. Well, I got a lot of time, so I've yet to do that. But yes, I would like to thank WFWP for all of this. What's a Zoom meeting without a presentation? So I have a presentation for you guys. It'll be really short, just to show you my story of how we're helping to support our kids. Oops, wrong one. I use Dr. Moon's Mother of Peace book to share some quotes to help portray this story. The first one, I think, is the overarching for all of us: passion into purpose, purpose into principles. I never really wanted to become a teacher in high school, but somehow I'm here today at my alma mater teaching these kids close to 20 years later. Part of this, I was put into a situation of becoming a teacher in the Health Careers Academy. And then I was thinking of long-term goals for the kids. So I thought of becoming a certified nurse aide to gain industry experiences for them. This is at the peak of COVID, when COVID first started. We had to disinfect masks because there were no masks available. So they had to reuse masks and reuse UV to disinfect them and make them usable again. Don't worry if it had makeup, we dumped it. But my true passion into why I really got into healthcare was because of my mom. She was unfortunately diagnosed with mesothelioma, and she had to undergo a long surgery to take it out. And this is my mom and my dad, and this is where it jump-started everything, and why I continue to teach the kids the importance of empathy and understanding and how to take care of a person. One of the quotes is dedicate your youth to exciting goals, and definitely we have goals for our students, making sure that whatever their career or college goals are, they are validated and exposed to different opportunities, like getting basic life support certified, or other certifications within our academy. Heart Touches Heart includes building relationships and rapport with the kids, making sure that they have a place to belong here at Kapolei High School, and that there are people that care about them and their future. And lastly, they are the true foundation on why I continue to be here and why I continue to do what I do. I really hope that one day these amazing women will have you guys as role models and as inspiration to become good individuals of this world, whether or not they stay in healthcare. The bottom line that I want them to come away with is that they know how to take care of people, and that's it. So thank you for this award. I really appreciate it. I have a long way to go, but I can't wait.
Thank you so much, Justine, and congratulations again. We're so excited to see the work that you do and wish you all the best. And I'm sure that there will be many more lives that you will touch in your future. It's very inspiring to see what you've already accomplished. And now we are coming towards the end of our event. I would like to invite Katarina up so we can have a group photo together.
Okay, what's an event without a group photo, right? So if you would like to be in the photo, please turn on your camera and get yourself ready, sit up straight and make sure you're in the center. Looking beautiful, everyone, fix your hair. Okay, and I'll just say 1, 2, 3, and we'll smile and we'll take a picture. Okay, we'll do it a couple times so I can make sure to get everyone. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's do one more. 1, 2, 3. All right, I think I got everyone. So thank you so much. And let's Natasha, back to you.
All right. Yes, we know that having the group photos on Zoom is a new thing. We used to have our in-person events and everybody gets together, but we still want to commemorate this event, right? So thank you all so much for turning on your cameras. Yeah, sorry if you see my daughter in the background sometimes. I have a little baby. So now, yeah, we're coming towards the end, but I would still like to make a few announcements. First of all, we would love to see you check out our website, wfwp.us, or you can also go to gwpn.us to learn more about the Global Women's Peace Network. So if you're new to our organization, please check out our website. And there's so many projects and initiatives that we do in addition to the HerStory Award. We would love to partner up with you, work together, and hope to hear more from you. We also hope that you can connect to us as a member. We have membership opportunities. We also have partnerships through the Global Friends Initiative. So if you would like to learn more about becoming a member and supporting the Women's Federation for World Peace, please again go to wfwp.us. There, Katarina has placed it in the chat. Thank you so much. And finally, as we're having these national HerStory Awards every month, we're leading up to a national conference to celebrate the 30th anniversary of WFWP and the 10th anniversary of GWPN on October 22, 2022. A lot of twos in that. So please remember this day, mark your calendar, October 22nd, and we would love to see you there. All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining this wonderful event today. And congratulations to all the wonderful ladies who received our HerStory Awards today. And before we end, I'd like to bring back Ms. Katarina one more time for some closing remarks.
Thank you, Natasha. That's I feel like I don't have anything to add except to thank all of our awardees really for sharing their deep, deep wisdom, right? I feel there's so much wisdom among these 4 women that they shared with us. So we're so grateful for that. And just, I wrote down a few, things that I could in the brief time we were together, the message of being people of peace, and Dr. Amani's message of becoming, coming into ourselves, and not letting fear stop us, and discovering who we are. We want to, maybe take on that goal of dying laughing, maybe years and years from now, but always have that joyful time in our heart, because here we are in this earth to give and to serve. And I felt that that was what all of HerStory's awardees exemplified, that serving heart, that giving heart, and imparting empathy, which, as Justine was talking about, being that example. So we're just so grateful. Thank you. And we will be posting these stories, the recordings on our website, www.us/HerStory, so you can watch it again and you can share these stories. We have to get out these positive stories more and more. You hear my kid in the background too. We have to get these positive stories out there. There's a lot of negative things, but we can counter it with our love, our compassion, our wisdom. So thank you, everyone. And with that, let us conclude and say goodbye. Please write your congratulations to the HerStory awardees in the chat. And that is it. So grateful.
Thank you.
Bye.
Great program. Thank you.
All right.
Thank
Ready
you,
to music
everyone.
too.
Wonderful.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody.
Outstanding.
Right. All right.
Ashe.
Bye.
See you in October.
See you in October, of course.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See
Aloha.
you next month for the next
Aloha.
HerStories.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Mimi.
Congratulations.
Bye. Congratulations to all.
Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Thanks for being a wonderful MC.
Thank you.
Wait,
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
everyone.
Thank you. So honored.
Yeah, bye-bye. Hey,
I want to leave.
bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That's it.